thank you for joining me today. Welcome back to Homemaking Without Fear. My name is Cassie and I want to welcome you to my channel. If you are new here, please take a minute to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos. It really helps my channel grow and keeps me motivated to make more of these videos. Also, leave me a comment below. I love hearing from you guys. Let me know what you would like to see related to homemaking. I asked all of you over on Instagram, what would you like to see from Homemaking Without Fear for the fall? And a lot of you said bread recipes. I want to learn how to master bread for the fall. Over on the blog, I have a honey whole wheat recipe. I have a great sourdough recipe. I also have a 5-ingredient French bread recipe that you will love. I have never shared my classic white bread. I'm going to share that with you today. This recipe is a family favorite. It shows up at every holiday meal in the form of dinner rolls, but you can make cinnamon rolls, cinnamon bread, loaf of white bread. It is so good. I'm going to make some rolls today for my kids to have a snack after school and also a loaf of bread. This recipe makes 24 rolls or 2 loaves of bread. I'm going to make 12 rolls and a loaf of bread. You're really going to love it. Come along with me. Let me show you how easy it is to make the perfect loaf of homemade bread. You can add this to your list of homemaking skills. I'm going to start by preparing my KitchenAid stand mixer with the dough hook attachment. You could certainly make this recipe by hand, but the KitchenAid makes it so easy. Here I dissolve my honey into warm water, and I'm letting my yeast dissolve and bloom, which means become active. You want to make sure that your yeast is fresh and active before you add it to this recipe. Once my yeast is dissolved, I'm going to go ahead and add it to the bowl of my mixer, followed by 2 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 tablespoon of salt. Mix this together, give it a stir. It doesn't have to be perfect.
If I could hear my father.
Add in 2 eggs and 1/2 cup of softened butter. Make sure your butter is soft for this recipe. It just incorporates much better that way. You could certainly use lard or coconut oil or even Crisco. My preference is always butter. Next, I'm going to add 2 more cups of all-purpose flour. I'll let it mix until everything is mostly incorporated before adding 2 additional cups of flour. We're at 6 cups total so far. Let this knead on low to medium speed for a few minutes until the dough really comes together. Give the sides a scrape as needed and continue to let it knead. Here I'm adding a little bit more flour. In addition to the 6 cups, you may need up to 1/2 cup more of flour. Just go ahead and add that in 1/4 cup increments until your dough is the consistency you're looking for. Here you can see the dough is beginning to pull away from the sides of the bowl. The bowl is starting to look clean and the dough is becoming less sticky. This is exactly what you want.
You always say, time to laugh and time to heal.
I'm adding a little bit more flour and looking for the right consistency.
Drinking wine until
Once your dough has come together nicely and appears to be firm and elastic and is no longer really sticky, go ahead and remove the dough from the bowl, knead it a couple times, and form it into a tight ball. You'll do this by gently wrapping your hands around the dough and tucking the sides underneath. Oil and butter a bowl and put the dough in the bowl, give it a flip, and cover it with a tea towel. Let rise in a warm place. Your first rise will be about 30 minutes. You're looking for the dough to almost double, but not quite. Now I'm just cutting my dough in half. This recipe makes 2 loaves, or what I like to do is make 1 loaf of bread and 12 dinner rolls. I form my dinner rolls In a similar way that I shape my fresh dough ball, I use my hands to gently rub and tuck the sides of the dough ball down underneath to form a nice tight surface.
I'm thinking about
I'm going to go ahead and add both my balls of dough for my rolls and my shaped loaf into buttered baking dishes. My method for forming a loaf of bread is set your dough on a flat surface and gently grab the front of the dough. Pull slowly towards yourself, rolling the sides of your hands underneath until the surface of the loaf is nice and tight. Place your shaped loaf in buttered baking dishes and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. While your oven is preheating, allow your bread and your rolls to rise another 30 to 45 minutes until nicely puffed. Put your beautiful loaf and your prepared rolls into your preheated oven and bake for 20 to 25 minutes. Rolls will cook up a little bit faster, so check them at 15 minutes to be sure you don't burn them. Rub the tops of the loaves or the rolls with a bit of soft butter and allow them to cool before slicing your bread. If you're making sweet rolls, allow them to cool just a little bit before you apply the icing. You're my number one fan, aren't you?
I'll be fatter in a barn.
Hey friends, thank you for baking with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoy eating our bread. Make sure that if you're new to the channel, you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. YouTube channels stay alive based on subscriptions and likes, so please, I would encourage you to like this video. And as always, please feel free to leave me a comment or bread making questions or any question related to homemaking. It really makes my day hearing from all of you.